Today, I just wanted to share a way that I achieved that sidechain compression kind of pumping sound that's popular in a lot of music, especially on the synths or the instrumentals in dance music or EDM. And wanted to show how you can do that with a simple stock plugin without setting up any sidechain compressor or anything like that. So let's dive into it. It's a pretty easy trick here. So in this project, I have my synths all in one group. I have my bass layers in one group, and then I just have a little drum track as well. And just to hear it first without any of that sidechain compression pumping sound. And just the synths. Great, so instead of setting up that sidechain compressor on the groups for the bass and the synth, instead, we're going to use a tremolo plugin to get that same sort of effect. So first I'll go in, just add a tremolo, and instead of that left to right movement that a tremolo normally does, where it's just bouncing back and forth at a quarter note here, instead, we want to first align that phase so that it is perfectly in sync, so left and right are no longer modulating. And instead, we're just going to use it for volume. So hopefully you can start to see where I'm going with this. Now I'm just going to make sure that the rate is set at the rate I would want my kick drum to be hitting in that sidechain compression. And we'll leave it at quarter note in this case. I'm gonna change a few other settings here. I want this to be a little sharper of a curve, somewhere around there, and take down some of the smoothness. So this is that volume drop that we're going to get when we would want our kick to hit. You can change the depth as well. That's how much quieter it's going to get. I'll leave it at 100% to make sure we can really hear it, but you could change that if you didn't want it to be that drastic. So now as we listen, I'll move around some of these knobs to get that feeling that we're looking for. Great, and that's sounding pretty good here. So I'm just gonna solo the synths so we can really hear that, and I'll turn the tremolo on and off. Great, I'm also going to copy that tremolo plugin to my bass bus as well. So that's over here. I'll go ahead and just option and drag that tremolo over. So now that I've added it to the bass track, let's hear both the bass and synth soloed, and we'll turn on and off the tremolos for each. So first off. The other benefit of doing it this way, we'll hear the kick drum in the first segment of the drums, but using a tremolo like this lets you continue that pumping effect even when the kick drops out, which I'll do over here, and it'll still have that pumping effect even though there's no kick that would have otherwise driven it. Yes, you could have set up a kind of hidden kick track that didn't really output anywhere to drive that sidechain compressor as well. That's totally another way to do it. I just wanted to share this really quick one plugin way to get that same sort of effect using the stock tremolo here in Logic. You can do the same thing with whatever your stock tremolo is, as long as it has those phase settings in whatever other software you're using. So let's just listen through one more time, and I'll toggle that tremolo on and off as we hear it all together. Hey, that's all I've got for you today. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video on using that simple tremolo plugin to get that pumping sidechain effect in your music. If you like this video and you want to see more videos on music production, live streams of me writing songs from scratch, and breakdowns of my own music, go ahead and please subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you next time.